It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. A slow morning cold front will arrive into the northeast and mid-Atlantic to produce organized strong to severe thunderstorms and heavy rain for an increased threat of excessive rainfall and flooding. Severe storms and heavy rain are also possible across the southern tier of the U.S. Dangerous heat will persist from the desert southwest to Texas all the way to Florida. Closer to home, a heat advisory will be in effect for all of the lowland locations with an excessive heat warning for the area through tomorrow. This advisory is likely to be extended into the end of the week as well, as there is no break from the heat expected. There's also going to be a continued chance for afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms, albeit very, very slight. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. Breaking news. The New Mexico State Police Bomb Squad responded to a suspicious package that was left at the Ruidoso Police Department yesterday. According to an online posting from the village of Ruidoso, the package met the criteria indicating the possibility of it being an explosive. Both law enforcement agencies are conducting a joint investigation. There are no reports of any injuries. When more information becomes available, we will update you as to the details. The City of Alamogordo Commission regular meeting is happening tomorrow. 2 properties need to come down, plus a proposed local economic development project. We'll have audio from this meeting on Wednesday's edition. The Otero County Commission regular meeting is going to be held at the Commission Chambers on Thursday beginning at 9 a.m. We'll have some audio from that on Friday's edition of the news. Back to school is just around the corner, and school supplies are not getting any cheaper. So Mountain View Church is prepared with the annual Back to School Fest. Pastor Anthony Torres told me all about it.
We're giving away free backpacks, haircut vouchers. We have free food, bounce house.
July 29th from 11 to 2 at 1300 Cuba Avenue. The next day, July 30th, Grace Methodist Church is offering free shoes to students during the first ever Shoe for Students event. Congregation Coordinator Shelley Young told me all about it.
This year we decided that we would provide shoes for any student that comes by.
There's also going to be some free socks at the event as well. It'll take place right off Cuba and 16th on July 30th at 12:30. Kids must be present. Information's available by calling 575-437-7640. The Tularosa Municipal Schools updated their list of immunizations and exemption forms for the 2023-24 school year. It can be found on the Tularosa Municipal Schools Facebook page. The Alamo Senior Center presents the Dog Days of Summer Dance. I spoke with Brittany.
It is on July 28th from 2 to 5 p.m. Tickets are $10. We're going to have hot dogs and potato salad and watermelon for dessert. And then Lenore from the Songbirds will be having music going. And then we're also going to be holding a silent auction during that time as well.
2201 Puerto Rico. Telephone 575-439-4150 for more info. The first annual Tularosa Duck Race is happening on July 29th from 11:05 at the St. Francis Catholic School grounds. Live music, food vendors, arts and crafts, kid games, educational displays, and only $5 to adopt your duck. If you want some information, call 505-350-4531. The Alamogordo Family Recreation Center is pleased to announce After-School Frenzy for kindergarten through 5th grade. Kids will be engaged in a variety of recreational and educational activities, including arts, crafts, exercise, games, movies, sports, and more. Registration continues until the class is full, and payment is due at the time of registration. The Alamogordo Family Recreation Center is also announcing a brand new program for middle schoolers. Beginning this August, the Rec Center will offer the After-School Hangout. That's for grades 6 through 8. Recreation Coordinator Alan Topp told me all about it.
Playing basketball, going to the swimming pool. We'll do arts and crafts activities with them, play board games. That's just kind of a nice place for the kids to come and hang out in a safe, supervised environment.
If you have any questions about these or other programs, please contact the Rec Center, 575-439-4142. The Alameda Park Playground will be closed to the public, and access will be blocked until Wednesday to perform tree maintenance to alleviate safety hazards. The rest of the Alameda Park will remain open to the public for use. The playground is scheduled to reopen on Thursday. Well, today is Monday. Let's check in with Sunny Harris and get this week's pup date.
Hi, this is Sunny Harris with Animal Village NM. And I don't know about you, but hey, put your paw up if you loved math in school. Not many went up. I hated it too. But let's do some math together. Did you know that 2 cats can turn into 420,000 kittens? in 7 years? Go around your neighborhood and try to picture all of the cats you see wandering loose. Most of the ones who are outdoors have not been spayed or neutered and are not vaccinated, which means going back to 420,000 kittens, and that's only if half of them survive. Now, we know that many of them are hit by cars, taken by coyotes, mountain lions, hawks, owls, cars, you name it. The life of an outdoor cat is a very hard and usually tragically ended life. But just think about the disease that is being spread, the fights they get into, the yowling you're going to hear at night, and just the tragedy of it. We can prevent that. Animal Village NM since 2007 has provided subsidized more than 10,000 spay-neuter surgeries. Do that math. 2007, 420,000 kittens a year. And did you know that that's 3 litters for each cat per year? And did you know that your cat, if you're letting your cat run loose and unspayed or unneutered, did you know that a female cat can be pregnant within 30 days of having her litter? That means while she's still nursing those kittens under your deck or in the yard or in the shed, she can already be pregnant because the males can smell her from miles away. You know, we can all point fingers at people being irresponsible, and in this day and age, 2023, and the burdens on taxpayers and the burdens on people trying to pay for their mortgages and all that, we can all say, my God, that's so unfair. But let's just cut to the chase, and that is Animal Village NM is the only one that is providing these services. Low-income spay-neuter, a $45 copay, and has been since 2007. We are at a crossroads. We're either going to have to cut out our services, cut back on our programs, eliminate them completely, or we're going to need more support from the public, you who are benefiting from the services, because services that are given out free are only free to those who receive it, and that's Otero County. Love them or hate them, you're paying for it. AnimalVillageNM.org.
News from around the state in just a moment. You're listening to Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
AlamogordoTownNews.com is a locally owned website featuring local news matters from a local perspective that affects you, and we bring it to you directly. Plus, local sports, cultural arts, and events. Online, AlamogordoTownNews.com. Owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a full book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
The Alamogordo Center of Commerce presents the 3rd annual Tularosa Basin Open Golf Tournament, Saturday, August 26th at Desert Lakes Golf Course, featuring celebrity guest John Carlos. Contact the Center of Commerce today to sponsor our guest speaker, breakfast and lunch, golf handbag, and more. Golfers, call Desert Lakes at 575-439-0290 to secure your spot in the 4-man scramble best ball tournament. See you on the green.
An Albuquerque man who went to federal prison for having child pornography is back behind bars for not following the court's rules. Ruben Nieto was convicted for downloading and sharing explicit photos of young girls. He was also investigated for the rape of a 15-year-old child, but that case was never prosecuted. Since his release from prison, prosecutors said Nieto has not held down a job as he is required to do so. He's been sent back to prison for another 2 months. Albuquerque police have arrested 26-year-old Dylan Wolf in connection with a 2021 murder at a motel in the Albuquerque foothills. Edward Purvis III was fatally shot on the morning of April 9th of 2021. Police found evidence in the motel room of a pillow with defects and another with bloodstains. Drugs and bullet casings from a 9mm handgun were found at the murder scene. Wolf has been booked into the Metro Detention Center, and he faces charges for robbery and tampering with evidence as well. Judge Cindy Leos showed no mercy for the Albuquerque mom who recorded herself smothering her infant with a pillow last May.
I'm going to sentence her to the maximum I can under the plea, which is 3 years in the Department of Corrections. And I agree, not every case is an incarceration case, but definitely Ms. Johnson's case.
The defense attempted to convince the judge that she's a candidate for intervention instead of prison. The judge noted that Johnson was originally placed in mental health court, but she didn't even bother to show up for those hearings. That led to her arrest. Incidentally, the child in question is okay and now in another family member's care. After 2 years, Cheryl Williams Stapleton will finally face trial beginning January 2nd of 2024. Williams Stapleton has been accused of diverting money meant for vocational education at Albuquerque Public Schools to businesses and charities in which she had an interest. She was also accused of using her legislative position for personal benefit. Earlier this year, federal investigators announced that there's sufficient evidence to criminally charge the former New Mexico State Representative. Albuquerque Public Schools attorney Luis Nobles spoke to KRQE in 2021.
Initially, it was a series of procurement irregularities that caught the attention of the procurement director.
During the state's investigation, authorities seized 24 computers, hard drives, and flash drives as evidence. According to the latest federal filing, in late 2022, investigators were given access to the seized devices. She's been charged with 28 counts, including racketeering, money laundering, fraud, bribery, and other allegations which became public in 2021. William Stapleton has denied any wrongdoing. Sports and weather are coming up in 60 seconds. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Volunteer with us and keep Alamogordo clean. Join the District 5 Neighborhood Cleanup Initiative. Want to help? Want to help? Fill out the waiver form by clicking the link in this social media post. Also, dump your junk. Saturday, July 15th from 7 a.m. to noon. Saturday, July 15th from 7 a.m. to noon. Start District 5's cleanup initiative by dumping trash, bulky, and unwanted items in the dumpster on the corner of 5th and Florida. Volunteer and let's keep Alamogordo clean.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, it just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
Former basketball coach from Cleveland High in Rio Rancho, Sean Jimenez, has been charged with embezzling nearly $600 in school funds. Jimenez's attorney, M. David Chacon, told KRQE that the allegations are not all they seem.
Mr. Jimenez sought the respective purchase of that they went on the trip with the intent of attending a coach's clinic. And there'll be more information with regard to that.
Jimenez has admitted to the Rio Rancho Police Department of using the school funds to pay for a hotel, rental car, and food for himself and his daughters while attending a concert. However, Chacon says the charges against his client are unfounded.
Embezzlement statute requires that he has an intent to convert the funds to his own use. And he has to have an intent to permanently deprive the owner thereof. And we believe one or both of those are not present with respect to the actions that transpired here.
Hey, counselor, your client admitted to doing it, and he did deprive the owner of those funds, the school. The $595.15 charge that's being disputed has been reimbursed back to the school by Jimenez. Jimenez makes his first appearance in a Bernalillo Magistrate Court on July 24th. The Tularosa cheerleaders are having an Indian taco dinner on July 28th from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. at the Tularosa High School cafeteria. Fry bread, ground beef, pinto beans, lettuce, tomato, and cheese. There's even some homemade salsa. $10 a plate, and if you need to make an order, you can contact Coach Chavis, 575-921-8510. The National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory in effect for today and tomorrow. A heat advisory means that excessive heat will significantly increase the potential for heat-related illnesses, particularly for those working or participating in outdoor activities. Be sure to drink plenty of fluids, try to stay in air-conditioned rooms, stay out of the direct sun, and check up on relatives and neighbors. Children and pets should never be left unattended in vehicles under any circumstances. Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for mostly sunny and hot with a 30% chance of showers and storms. Partly cloudy tonight with a 30% chance of showers and storms. Sunny and hot tomorrow with a 20% chance of showers and storms. Your high today in the Basin, 101. Low tonight of 75. High tomorrow, 102. In Cloudcroft, mostly sunny with a 60% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Partly cloudy tonight with a 30% chance of showers and storms, winds gusting as high as 18 miles per hour. Mostly sunny tomorrow with a 40% chance of showers and storms. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 80. Low tonight of 57, high tomorrow 79 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.com, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. We've also launched the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel, which features our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. That concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.